We're live? Okay. Let's clear and ground the energies. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be Scorpio, July 2025 energy forecast reading. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which side you are on. As with all my readings, they are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all of your monthly and yearly readings, all the daily content I post, etc. Okay. So we'll take the ones that came out first. I posted a few shorts recently, and this energy keeps coming up, so feel free to check it out. There may be additional messages there for you as well. So what I'm picking up is somebody here is connecting with somebody that is they're very abundant, okay? Like they know what they want, they know their value, they want like a fresh new beginning. They don't want any baggages. They're tired of investing into people, places, or things that only becomes a burden later on. And so they're looking for somebody who's, also independent, or somebody who at least has their life together in a sense. Like they don't, I mean, perfection, right? Perfection. It's not impossible, having standards and values, etc. Knowing your worth and stuff like that. That's all great, but it's talking about there is somebody that can match this person's energy. There is. So if somebody here is just this pretty much like perfect candidate, they're good inside and out, they take care of themselves, and those that they care about, like they're overall just like a really good human being. Guess what? You deserve to be with somebody that is equally a good human being and who prioritizes, their success, their wants, passions. Like they're a go-getter. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. So, but at the end of the day, you're looking for somebody who wants love. Who is now wanting to prioritize love and romance. Okay. We will take this. Okay. I think it's... I see here somebody was connecting with somebody who was kind of like I don't want to say a commitment phobe, but it's just like because they had a lot going on in their life, they didn't really fully commit. Okay, I do sense that. And during their healing process, okay, see, that's the thing. What I'm getting here is somebody was healing, but instead of hello BD. By the way, for those of you who are in the last stream, Like as mentioned in that stream, like I was having issues reading the comments because it was like covered up. And so for those of you who like commented and said hi and all of that, hi back at you if I didn't say it in that live stream. I may have missed your um, comment. But anyways, so what I'm getting here is somebody needed time. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subbing. So sweet. Don't forget to like this video as well. But what I see here, and click on the notification bell if you would like to be notified of when I go live or post new content, okay? And for those of you who are interested in connecting with me outside of this platform, all of that information can be found in the description of this video as well. So what I'm getting here is, so somebody here was perfect. So somebody here was connecting with somebody that needed healing because there was something like messed up here, like they needed like time to reflect and all of that. But perfect. But during the healing, instead of like focusing on healing, they were distracting themselves, okay? And 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 instead of working on themselves and trying to be a better version of themselves so that they can be ready for something long term and committed, somebody instead decided to go back to their trickster behavior. Okay, so self-sabotage. Somebody here self-sabotaged. They were pouring into connections, to the wrong connections. Let's just say that, because it was just like they were giving, but they weren't being reciprocated. So it was just like somebody here was just pouring their energy into people, places, or things that didn't really matter, or it was just short lived, short term, perhaps just instant gratification or instant distraction at the time. But at the end, it was a dead end situation because somebody here was just using somebody. And due to this truth being revealed, there was some level of an ending, a separation. Somebody here was very hurt. Okay. BD wrote, should I donate? What are you trying to donate? Depends what you're trying to donate. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, somebody, if you feel called to donate money to me, oh, so sweet, so sweet. Feel free to do so here on Super Chat, or, you know, Cash App. Cash App is good. Because, like, yeah, Cash App is good. That's my preferred, but, I understand. Not everybody has Cash App. But yeah, the last time, well, I just noticed that like on YouTube, they pretty much, it feels like they take like almost 50%, I will say. So if you want to stretch out your dollar more, then I would suggest Cash App, if you would like to donate. And if you are, thank you in advance. Okay. So what I see here, oh yeah, and the links to that is like all in the description of this video. So, aw, thank you, BD. Wrote, I got to go, but have a good day. I will be your top supporter. Aw, so kind, so kind. So, what I see here is that due to somebody's lying, deceit, even though this was a very soulful connection and it had longevity and all of that, and the feelings were reciprocal, it didn't feel like a dead end kind of situation. But again, somebody self sabotaged. They went back to their old ways, or they thought they were going to get away with something by distracting themselves and by doing whatever they want, and didn't. Somebody here wasn't responsible. They were not responsible, and they were just self sabotaging, and And now that they have all of this free time, in a sense, you know, due to this level of separation and time apart and lack of communication and reciprocity with the person that actually really cared, somebody here is utilizing that time to actually reflect, okay? And all they can really do is think about this person and how it was a missed opportunity, and I want to know, okay, when they are reflecting, how exactly are they thinking about this other person? Okay, so somebody here, one of the reasons why they sabotaged the connection was because they felt like the other person deserved better, okay? That they didn't deserve somebody like them who were not compassionate, was thinking more in a logical sense, was more cutthroat. They weren't thinking with the other person in mind per se. Like they have a lot of love, but they just kind of felt like some level of truth came to surface and they felt like sabotaging the connection. Okay, so when this happened, there was this huge truth bomb that came to surface, which was that somebody was lying and being manipulative and being unfair to somebody that did not deserve it. Okay, and that is kind of like the ego death and the truth that came forward, and it really revealed to this person what kind of person they were, that they were a manipulator, that they weren't honest, and at the end of the day, somebody here did not deserve to be treated that way, especially considering that there was some level of care and respect and friendship, you know, initially, right? But again, somebody here just went back to their old tricks, or like they just didn't take accountability. Okay, anything else? So I am getting somebody, you know, they may be old or what have you, okay? Hello, Donald. It's not gothic. It's just red. It's just red. Maybe if I was wearing black, you know, like black uh eyeshadow and all of that. It's not too gothic, right? I don't know. Okay. Oh, let me get those real quick. You should see my Halloween special. uh, I think if you dig through the shorts, I would focus on Aries, Taurus, and Geminis, because I realized after doing 3 of those signs that I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk, and so so if you want to enjoy that, then I would recommend checking out Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. If you go scroll down to the, pretty sure it's there. Um, or feel free to check out my TikTok. I know it's there for sure, because sometimes like I know when YouTube had that like time limit of like keeping it 1 minute, so I had to like cut down and edit videos, like short videos I did on TikTok. Anyways, okay. But I've done, yeah, it just depends. It just depends on the scenario or my mood, I guess. The last time I did a goth look, an official goth look, was for Friday the 13th. I was like, I'm gonna dress up for that. Oh, you don't have social media, no tiki-taki. Yeah, that's a good thing. I only got it because you know, of my channel in a sense, and to like connect with more people who need spiritual guidance. But like personally, on a personal level, I don't really do social media either. It's probably for the best because it's a big time waster, right? A distraction. Kind of have to have it. I know, right? It's the worst when you know, like business opportunities go like, oh, what's your Instagram? What's your Insta? And I'm like, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? It's just like, no, I'm not trying to connect with you like that. Shit. Okay. Keeps talking about some sort of indecision, and obviously the distance isn't helping, but somebody here is still interested. Like they feel they are still like sexually interested, or they still find the other person attractive. Right, right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the spinny spin. Okay? I think we got, no, we'll do one more message. Any additional messages for July? Any additional messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, someone dealing with a Scorpio? It doesn't matter, okay? When you read energies here, you'll know if this is your story, okay? So labels aside, what do we have here? So in July, so somebody is going to come forward and they want to talk, okay? They feel like there is still this connection is not over, that they feel like there's something more, and they're being optimistic and confident because they realize somebody here is actually like going for their dream, like going for what they want, going for what brings them emotional happiness or happiness in general. Just they have so much fun, and somebody here feels like they can really be like a kid around this energy, and how they can really let their inner child out and just be goofy and fun and be themselves. Okay, so somebody here just remembers and recollects all the times, all the great memories, and the love that they have felt, and it's just like somebody here is more certain that this is what they want, and somebody here does want like a new beginning. So this may be definitely somebody that you may have connected with in the past, or had this level of conversation, or but I do feel like leading up to this point, there hasn't been much communication, or that there has been a lot of like somebody here needing time to reflect, etc. But as mentioned, somebody can't hold back anymore. It's just like they want to talk, they want to communicate. Um, yeah. Okay. Oh, and one of the reasons why they feel like they need to like say something now, well, one, it's been too long. Like they haven't like said anything. Two, they want to like bring justice to the situation. They want to make their whatever they did from wrong to right. Like they want to do the right thing. And then and also somebody here is like ready to be in a higher level of commitment, whether that is like marriage or partnership, what have you. Um, but somebody here is just like they know now, like they want to move forward and that they want to set roots in a sense. I asked like, can this person be trusted? Okay, because I can see that their energy, they're optimistic, they understand, like they don't want to let a good thing go, and they're motivated to be better and to try to do all this. But there's still this sense of sadness that I'm picking up, and uncertainties and insecurities, and a combination like that mixed with anxiety is not a great foundation to start anything in. And so I really feel like this person really needs to heal. Like their intentions and goals and all of that is great, but it's just like there is this sense of when people are operating in this energy, feeling lonely and sad and depressed, anxiety, they have a tendency to distract themselves with instant gratification. Okay, whether that is in the form of people, you know, places or things, whatever it is, it's a distraction. So until this person is able to stop distracting themselves, because somebody they need distraction to keep them happy or keep them feeling less lonely, it's a never ending cycle. It's a black hole. So somebody here needs to be comfortable being alone, spending time alone, instead of trying to find other outlets and distractions, because that's pretty much how this connection failed the first time around, or the second time around, or the third time around. It's just like uh, somebody here wants to make sure that it's not going to be a repeated cycle that is once and for all, like nipped in the bud, this feeling of this aching, almost like an addiction kind of yearning and feeling of trying to fill that void, because they themselves can't fill it from within. And so self-love, self-respect, and being okay alone, like by themselves, and not trying to distract themselves with others and whatever feels great at the time. No. Okay, so let's go ahead and do spinny spin. Okay, spinny spin. So by the time I finish the spinny spin portion, if we get 5 more likes, I'm going to do all signs. So feel free to jump in on that opportunity, because essentially that's 12 additional messages you could be having. And we just need 5 more likes. I like to reward group efforts, collective efforts, okay? All right, who's ready? What do we need to know right now? Love. Okay, somebody is curious about their love life. Let's do it. Okay, 5 more likes. 5 more likes. Love reading. Love. Love, 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 love. Getting that song. All you need is love. All you need is love. Is the wheel new? No, it's relatively... Because I think, Donald, you started watching me when I went live, like showing my face and stuff. I mean, I've posted content where I show my face, but it wasn't live. But when I started going live, like more consistently, I didn't use the wheel as much as, and I did in the past some like hands only video as well, and for those kinds of video, the spin portion, the wheel, uh it was good. It worked out because it was like, I can show the table. I didn't have to lift anything out, but it's just like, what? I do value the spin because it's like a visual thing as well. So it's fun. Keep it fun. Colorful. Why not? Okay. So, love. Okay. Love is talking about, I do get like somebody must have been in like something committed or something like that, or there was this like very, what it felt like was like a spiritual connection, but there was some sort of stagnant energy or a quiet period due to somebody's indecision or like keeping their options open. Like somebody here didn't make a clear cut decision, and as a result, this connection, what felt like, it was like a destined soul, spiritual connection, it wasn't able to blossom and flourish. And so what I feel at this time, that there's a lot of stagnancy, there's a lot of like spying energy, or at least like trying to gain more knowledge and facts, and trying to get a better um, idea of if they're doing the work. Like somebody here is wondering if the person that has ghosted, or the person that um, left the situation, or kept somebody as didn't prioritize them, etc. They want to know, are they doing the work? Are they actually um, are they either still in that same place of indecision and being unclear and not willing to communicate, or are they actually doing the work, trying to stand in their power, etc. And so it, in like the future energies, when it comes to love, I do sense here somebody is it's not easy for them to just give up, or it's not easy for this energy to like let go. Okay, I see here a lot of like memories that was shared, and it's almost like they don't want, somebody here doesn't want anybody else. Like they still want this person, even if they were being stubborn. And so the advice here is, well, we got to really look at this in an outside perspective, kind of put yourself outside of your own shoes and ask, do we need to protect ourselves from this other person? Like, have they hurt this other individual in the past? Like, are it doesn't feel respectful. It doesn't. And so God is really advising, stop with the wondering, stop with the what ifs, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what have you. Is saying like, stop being in limbo and being unsure of like, oh, are they gonna choose me? Oh, are they going to pursue this connection? It's like, if they were going to, they would have done it, right? They would have done it. And so it's like, it's saying, don't wait around for somebody like this who's just like not able to make a decision, putting this other individual at limbo. Like, don't put yourself through this. You're better than this, is what God is trying to say. It's like, literally protect yourself, keep them at an arm's length. It's just like, until they're fully, and they're actually putting in the work, and like, and reciprocating what this energy wants, it's like we really need to encourage self-respect and being protective of ourselves, our inner child. You know, again, put yourself outside of your own shoes. Like, let's say, you know, you had your own flesh and blood or what have you, okay, or your your child or what have you, your inner child, okay. It's just like, imagine if you witnessed some asshole, okay? Imagine if some asshole like was treating your inner child or your child like this. Wouldn't you be upset that somebody here is like treating somebody with disrespect, right? And so we really need to be firm, okay? We really need to be firm about our boundaries and what is tolerable and what isn't. Is it respectful? Is it disrespectful? Have you had this conversation with them before? Are there any changes? Are there improvements? If you answered no, then it's you just answered your own question. So we gotta be with somebody who's willing to do the work, and it's not a one-sided connection. That's our main focus. Okay. So anything else? Here's your energy. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But again, regardless of the signs, I am definitely picking up on somebody who has a tendency to be selfish, like egocentric, like they just want somebody to pet their ego. Okay, hello, eyes. It's just like, I don't know. Hello, eyes. Okay, anything else? So, you know, what happens if you have somebody that is giving and nurturing and selfless and devoted, and they meet somebody who's the opposite of that? Selfish, ego mindset, vain. Um, I don't care how much fun times you guys had. If somebody here is like treating you with disrespect, okay, something's not lining up. Something is not lining up. It's saying be a red flag is somebody that yeah. Yeah, I just keep getting somebody that is just like selfish. And a red flag is if they come on too strongly, like it's giving love bombing energy. Okay, so if they kind of come in love bombing and all of that, then it's just like, you know, sometimes as you'll see a pattern. Okay, it's like, and you'll know, you don't need to, you don't, like, I'm saying it because to remind you, because I do sense some sort of forgetfulness here, or like not remembering things correctly, or just refusing to remember the red flags. But somebody here, it's like they see a trend. Okay, somebody here sees a trend. It's just like they come in hot and heavy, and it's like as quick as they come in, as quick as they leave, that kind of thing. So love bombing is kind of like, I mean, you can look it up, but I guess I'll give you the shortened version. But it's pretty much somebody is just like being like overly loving and affectionate and pretty much like being like trying to be like the perfect, like, you know, oh, like super caring and all of that, like going 110%. But it's just like that's not who they are. Like if that's who they are, like if they naturally, you know, is the type of person to give 110% to their love connection, to make them feel secure and happy and all of that. um Aw, thank you, Tanisa. Good night. Thank you for coming in to like the video. Thank you. um and so, but so if they are, you know, already naturally like that, is just always like 110%, always put their best foot forward. If they're naturally like that, great, in a consistent manner. But usually, love bombing, that term is utilized by manipulators, liars, cheaters, who is just trying to um, be like the perfect romantic partner for a very short-lived, limited amount of time, just so that they can kind of so the other person that they're dealing with has this image of them as this like perfect person. And so it's just like somebody it's wearing a mask and like and trying to, and the goal is to, there's an ulterior motive. Okay, there's an ulterior motive. Perhaps the person that they're dealing with, um, perhaps the person that they're dealing with is very, what do you call it, like they just do it because they want something. They want something, or it like makes them look good. Or, but again, it's short lived, and it doesn't last long, because that's not who they are. It's just like, um, yeah, it's a manipulative tactic. Okay, and it's not coming from a genuine place. So, hello, Shri Krishna wrote, tell me about Gemini. Okay, first of all, you know, do you think you telling me what to do, coming into the channel, not even saying hi, not even liking the video, nothing, just tell me about Gemini. Like, do you think that's respectful? I think not. And so, you know, I'm happy you're in here because you were obviously supposed to hear that message from me. And if you would like to check out more Gemini readings, feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel. Okay, it's all there. And if you would like a personal reading with me, all of that information can be found in the description of this video. Otherwise, you can just sit in, listen, less this, more this. Because guess what? As an energy reader, you don't even have to ask. You tap into the energy, so you'll know if this is your story and if it's not, okay? Well, I will. They're new, so I'm trying to be nice. Okay, I'm trying to be nice, but at the same time, they deserve to know that their behavior. Okay. No, no, no. Okay. Why so serious? Hi, darling. Hello. Okay. Anything else that we need to know? I can't complain. All right, so wow, look at this. So the final message that it wants to talk about is, I don't care if the intimacy was good. I don't care if there was sexual, physical attraction. I don't care if they loved bombs or what have you. The fact of the matter is, the truth came to light. You saw somebody for their true colors, and it's they can only keep it up for so long, you know, until it really just comes to surface. And so God is trying to say, hey, you know, those people, they showed you their true colors. So and to test you. Why? Because somebody with low self-esteem, you know, low, like, doesn't have self-respect for themselves and for others, they will tolerate it, they'll stick with it, and they'll be enslaved by the connection, because they'll consider it like some sort of codependent Stockholm syndrome bullshit. Okay, so this is, God is trying to say, no, no, we're not going to feed the devilish behaviors. We're going to cut it and we're going to end it, because that's how do you stop the toxicity? How do you stop? You just stop feeding the monster. You let it. Okay. So, anything else? So again, that inner strength needs to come from within. Okay, nobody can force you. Nobody can do these for you. It can't. We have to do it ourselves. And it's about having enough self-love and respect and care for oneself first, so they know not to tolerate BS. Even if it's from the person that you adore, that you're attracted to, that you have wonderful, fond memories with. But no, we can't deny the truth that surfaced, which is they displayed who they really were, their true colors. So, all those good memories, I mean, it's not to say they were fake, but come on now. Okay? Wow. Deceptive energies. Okay? Be gone. Be gone. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, if we get 2 more likes in the next 10 seconds, I will do all signs. So that's 12 additional messages, okay? So in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, one more like, 3, 2. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, good job. You did it. Good job. Okay, wonderful. Okay, group effort. I love the collective effort. And so it is my pleasure to do 12 more additional messages. We'll do 12 signs. So we'll do Aries first. So whether you're dealing with an Aries, or if you're an Aries, or strong placements, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can listen in. You can be a Sagittarius and be listening into Aries. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you'll know if it resonates for you. Okay, if it doesn't, leave it for somebody else, because that might be their message. Okay, so Aries, we'll do it relatively quickly. So with Aries, what I'm getting here, wow, there's some sort of ending, no talking. Somebody here feels like, you know, they tried, but they don't get any reciprocation. It's like it's a dead end situation. So somebody here feels left out. They feel like, you know, was there something that they could have done more? It's just they feel like this connection, it didn't really have an honest start or chance. This is how this energy feels, and they just kind of feel like things are out of their control and that things couldn't progress further. Okay, Taurus. So Taurus, oh thank goodness. So there's a lot of like love energy that I'm picking up, and the reason why there's a lot of like happiness and love and optimism and fun and play is because somebody here got honest. Okay, somebody, what were they honest about? Their intentions, you know, their wants, their goals. And guess what? The person that this energy was dealing with, they want the same thing. They're in it together. It's just like somebody here is just like, yes, let's do it. And I see it's going well. Okay, great. Gemini. So Geminis, what I see here is, I mean, I'm getting there's some sort of like there's your energy. Okay, I do get some sort of like celebratory energy. I mean, go figure. Happy birthday or happy belated birthday. Okay, to all the Geminis out there. But I see here that some sort of, yeah, there's some sort of celebration, good times, people coming together to like celebrate, to drink, and I see a lot of like family energy as well. And so, but somebody here, I am picking up on somebody that is kind of like outcasted, or they're not involved, or they're not coming forward. So there may be like a family member or somebody that you consider like family or friend or what have you, um, that is out, no, I don't want to say outcasted, but it's just like somebody here is not able to join in on the festivities at this time, and it has something to do with some sort of immature communication that took place. And so like somebody here didn't see things eye to eye, and that's one of the reasons why they're kind of keeping their distance. Okay, something about communication that was had, about somebody's like feelings or what they thought, what their true thoughts were, and it created some sort of like, I mean, there must have been some sort of conflict or like some sort of like disagreement, because I do see here somebody is giving them the silent treatment. Okay. Um, Cancers. So Cancers, I see here that there's a lot of like options, or somebody here is like dating around. Um, Somebody here thinks that they deserve to splurge and do whatever they want because they've been working so hard. Like they feel like they deserve to behave this way because they've been working so hard. Okay. Okay, so somebody here, I'm also getting like heavy alcohol drinking, something like that. Like there's something about drowning in, somebody here is splurging. Okay, so whether that is through sweets, alcohol, it's kind of toxic though. So it's not like a good kind of splurging. It's like it negatively impacts them, and and it's not good for them. But it's like somebody here. What is this? Oh yeah, they're crying over a connection. It's like kind of looks long distance or something, or they may be at a distance, but somebody here really like liked somebody or saw like a future with them, but because they can't be together, they can't have them, or like They have a lot of anxiety and pain and stress from the situation. They're trying to drown their sorrows and distract themselves with whoever. Whoever, okay? Again, I'm not trying to go too deep into it, Leo. So, Leo, what I see here, somebody... So, in front of others, you know, whether that is like in front of their peers or what have you, they act like, you know, everything is fine, everything is great, everything is going their way, there's nothing they're upset or sad about. Like they have this front, you know, because they have to keep up this image that, you know, nothing in their life is going sour or south or what have you. But in reality, they're stressed. This energy is very stressed because they feel like they are a fraud, that they feel like the people that they're trying to impress or to have this facade with, they feel like they know that they can see right through them, that they're a phony, and they're also stressed out about like a connection that they felt like they had a very soulful tie with, like a soul tie with. Um, and they're stressed out about the lack of progression with the person that they can't let go. Okay, Virgos. So for Virgo, due to somebody self-sabotaging and deceitful ways, like they had a very competitive streak, or it's just like they're the type of person to win at all costs, or you know they're kind of thoughtless when it comes to others. And so when this energy came forward, I see here that this energy was ultimately rejected. Okay, even they didn't. Somebody here didn't care if the other person has love for them, etc. Because they realized the person that has love for them wouldn't sabotage the connection or to treat them unfairly and without being thoughtful of their actions. And so somebody here really pulled back. They reclaimed their energy. They got their power back. They called their power back in a sense. And so um, somebody here is definitely more focused on their spirituality and making sure that they have self-respect for themselves and to pour the love that they gave to others to back to themselves for a change. Like they understand the importance of that here. Okay, Libra. So Libra, I see here there's a lot of like burdens energy that I'm picking up. Somebody here needs rest. So what that tells me is somebody here has been like working overtime, or they've been like perhaps they have a lot of bills or a lot of responsibilities or dependents, what have you. But somebody here, it's like they are so overwhelmed and they really need to rest. They really need to rest because it's like they're being indecisive too. It's just like, oh, should I rest? Should I not rest? And then they ended up like fighting themselves, or they feel some sort of like, somebody here is very hard on themselves if they don't get things done, or that they're not on track, etc. So it's really emphasizing, you know, make your health and your wellness a priority as well, because that is part of keeping things balanced. Okay, Scorpio. You know, I'm glad, Scorpio, you guys were able to meet the goal. You know, because I can tell like you guys really needed this. So Scorpio, I see here after some sort of like uncertainty period. Somebody here is finally ready to just start something new, embark in something new, that even though it's, somebody here is taking a chance. But that's the thing, you know, any new beginning is taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. But somebody here, they see somebody they like. They feel like this person is like very grounded and is worth compromising or worth like not having problems with. Okay, so somebody here does want a new beginning. Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you know, I'm getting a lot of struggle energy, hurt energy, due to somebody's lack of monogamy. So somebody here has had a tendency to bring third parties into the mix and keeping their options or not making a decision, or just it's a very painful energy that I'm picking up, and God wants to emphasize that this was supposed to happen, and that this energy was supposed to witness this, because somebody here had this belief and idea that they were dealing with a soulmate or or divine counterpart, etc. But it's just like after time, you know, as mentioned, with time, like the truth reveals people's true motives, intentions, the love bombing stops, the honeymoon phase goes, and people, we really get to see the people for who they are. Okay? And so just be mindful, like trust, even though somebody here may have had this like vision or this idea or this like feeling that this person is the one, but you know, perhaps they were supposed to be meant for your life for a certain period of time, for you to see and witness and experience this heartbreak in a sense, so that you're able to recognize red flags right away versus letting things drag on longer than it should. Okay. This is Capricorn. I love it when like the energies, it matches the signs. And so Capricorn, what I see here is somebody here had this like realization that they were being generous to the wrong people. Like it's, yeah, they were investing their time, emotions, resources, you know, being generous with somebody that they felt like, you know, could go somewhere, could end up being something long term, etc. But somebody here realized that there was this truth that was revealed, that wasn't the case. Like it just kind of felt like they were, yeah, investing into the wrong people, places, or things. Okay, somebody here had this realization, and for those of you who are like, oh, am I in something like that? I mean, it's easy. You'll know based on whoever you're dealing with, their actions, not what they say, their actions. Okay, is what they're saying matching up with their actions? If it's no, then you've been investing in the wrong connection. Okay, simple as that. Hello, Isabella. Wrote, hello, beautiful. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Glad to have you here. Okay, Aquarius. So Aquarius is, I'm getting, you know, very stubborn energy. Somebody here is kind of upset or like, it's like somebody here was trying to offer something, and like either like they got rejected, or they saw their true intentions or something like that. And so somebody here is, I'm getting kind of like denial energy. So even if something happened, it's like instead of being like, okay, yeah, this is what happened, somebody here is kind of like, no, that's not what happened. Like, no, like that's not how I feel. Like, but even though it is, it's just like somebody here is pretending to, they're pretending. Okay, so I see here something affected this person, but it's just kind of like I am getting somebody here is just very like self-conscious, very self-conscious. And so if 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 something doesn't go their way, then it's like their world comes spiraling down and they have beef with everybody. Like this, that's the energy that's coming through. Okay. Pisces. So Pisces is kind of recovering. I see here somebody got rejected or was rejected, um, because they realize, yeah, somebody here's actions and their words didn't align. And so they kind of saw, yeah, I'm getting love bombing energy too. Like somebody here was just like, you know, try to be the perfect counterpart just in the beginning until the other person is hooked, etc. But then in reality, they didn't even want commitment. They didn't want anything long term. They were just in it just for the moment, or just for, whatever was convenient for them. And so somebody here is very, they're healing from this because they kind of see this as like some sort of rejection, but at the same time, okay. I will say the reason why it even lasted this long was because perhaps the intimacy was good, or because they looked good, or there was some sort of like physical chemistry or something like that. And so, somebody, even though they saw red flags, etc., it's just like they were just like, okay, well, they were somebody here was gaining something from it too, even if it was short lived. And so they are, but I will say they didn't like how it felt like after everything kind of subsided, everything kind of was put into perspective, and some time has passed by, etc. Somebody here just feels like, wow, what a waste of time. And this, at the end of the day, they just kind of want to focus on something long term, because that's what they want, long term, real, one-on-one. Okay, that is it. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you would like to connect with me outside of this platform, all of that information can be found in the description of this video, okay? So thank you again, and yeah, feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all the readings. As mentioned, I read energy, so you're more than welcome to check out any other readings, as they are timeless as well. So you'll know if it's your story and which side you're on. So thank you. Have a good one. Bye.